Hi, my name is Janelle Mulligan of Mulligan Communication Advisors. Today I want to chat with you about things that you feel may be normal in your relationship but aren't necessarily healthy. So let's start with this. We learn from a very young age how relationship dynamics are supposed to work by watching our guardians, caregivers, family members, neighbors. We end up learning from the TV and movies what we think are quote unquote normal. And these, what we think are normal, create expectations that we have about our relationships for the future, about our partnerships. We end up internalizing these narratives that certain things are supposed to happen a certain way for us to be happy, for the relationship to work, for the relationship to be normal. And that's not necessarily the case. So let me give you 3 examples that a lot of people think are normal expectations for their partner. Number 1, that your partner is the be-all, end-all of your world, that your partner is supposed to be your best friend and your lover and your confidant and the banker and the person to help fix things around the house and your travel buddy. They are supposed to do it all and not even think twice and do it very naturally for whatever you need. Second expectation that people think is normal is the amount of time that you are intimate with your partner. How many times a week or how many times a month are we supposed to be together in bed? And that expectation is more created from what you've seen on TV and movies. And finally, another expectation that people have, and what you're actually used to seeing as normal, are repetitive fights. Fights with your spouse and your partner about who takes out the trash, or who's taking care of the kids, or who's doing the dishes or cooking dinner. Things that are a part of the partnership. There are expectations of who is supposed to play what role. And we think those expectations are normal. And these expectations have developed a narrative in our head of how that's supposed to go. And when our relationships are not behaving in that way, it creates an internal conflict for us. We become very uncomfortable. We become resentful. We become disconnected from our partners because we feel that they don't love us enough. Or if they did, they would do X, Y, and Z. And that's not necessarily true. They may have been brought up in a very different environment, and therefore their expectations are different, and they're living by those expectations. There are ways to reconnect and make sure that you and your partner are working under the same expectations. There are ways to create connection and love again, where right now you have resentment and discomfort and pain building. If you're interested in how to save time so you're not having these repetitive arguments and reconnect with your love, click the link below and schedule a 30-minute free consult with me. See if we can help recreate the narrative and create a stronger relationship between you and your partner. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good day.